my friends, and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia, an official Brace Officer, and here we back again to the Immortals synergy. And we talked before about the Earth March. Especially, I talked about every Immortal existed in the Earth March, the weaknesses for these Immortals together, and the strong point for these Immortals together. And one of the strongest point with the strongest Immortals in the game is Alexander. And also I mentioned Charles. Charles is a core strong immortal in this game, especially for raiding gnomes, existing inside the Earth March, especially Earth March with hybrid immortals. That's what we are going to talk about now. We have also Zenobia. Zenobia is a good support healer for the Earth March, but one of the weakest point in the Earth March is the magic damage, or even the back row damage. I don't like Arash a lot because we have Alexander in the front row dealing damage, even though Arash doesn't deal massive damage. And Cleopatra is dealing average damage with reducing the magical damage with her ultimate skill, but people and strong players found out that they can achieve the five deployed units from the same element, so 5 same element troops with dealing high damage using Loki inside the Earth March. Loki is a legendary immortal. Let's check the Loki skills. Loki is a legendary immortal, so he is above epic with his base stats like magical damage and all the strengths, agility, intelligence, physique, etc. because he is legendary, of course. You can get Loki from the Curse Roulette. We have Curse Roulette in the upcoming calendar. Here you can check the Curse Roulette from the calendar. Also, the Curse Roulette just ended 2 days ago. You can purchase the packages from the market and play on the Curse Roulette. You will obtain Loki fragments, and upon leveling up Loki and maximum him out, you can use him if you want. So Loki has been familiar and famous in holy marches, even in earth marches and lightning marches, but I prefer Loki in 2 type of marches. Whether it is holy, super strong holy, you can invest in the holy dragon if you can spend this much on the holy dragon. If you can't spend this much in the holy dragon, don't worry, you can still use Loki in earth march and deal lots of changes. I will show you some reports even I lost versus Holy Loki. Loki skill has a passive. When Loki casts an ultimate skill while being confused, when Loki himself being confused, he will cleanse the confuse effect and the ultimate skill damage is going to be increased, and his active skill is going to deal magical damage to all enemies with like above average, not above average, under average chance to apply the confuse effect to them for 6 seconds. If the target is suffering from bleed or tear, the chance of being confused will be increased by 25%. So you can make the targets being confused more often if you can cause bleed or tear. You can cause bleed or tear by using some significant skills like Chaotic Blade. Chaotic Blade can cause bleed. Also have another skill like called Garrot. Do I have Garrot? I don't think I have Garrot. Anyway, Garrot is another skill that can cause bleed. Even though this skill is a purple skill, I don't like it. This is the skill that causes bleed, and Garrot is kinda here. Garrot. I believe I thought Garrot, not absorb. Am I blind or something? Because I believe it was here. Okay, here. This is the skill that causes tear. But both of them, these skills are free to play, and you can use the free to play option, or you can go for the Blessings of Triss, Blade Vortex. You can use Blade Vortex to make lots of damage, and you will make the enemy, upon successful hit, you will make the enemy suffer from tear effect. This is going to help Loki a lot. So you can build Earth March with Loki, and using these skills. Let me show you some of my friends in my server here playing with Loki. And I believe Aruha, I lost to Aruha yesterday, and in the arena also I lost versus Aruha in the Throne of Supreme. And I was wondering why I lost versus Aruha, because I used to win versus her, and I found out that she is using an immortal that I wanted to talk about in the Earth March, Loki, guys. Loki, you can use him even without these skills, even if you remove these skills, these 3 skills, because he will make your enemy, he will make his enemy confused, and his enemy is going to kill each other. Also, Alexander here is using Blade Vortex, so this is going to help Loki to cast his ultimate skill with being confused for the enemy march. Let me show you here the defense defeat, and let me show you where is whole Earth with Loki. Here is Earth with Loki 1 versus my mixed march. Even though my mixed march is super strong, I have a strong Earth Dragon with 40 levels of portrait. I have lots of dress skills and KVK skills. Even though I have Alexander with portrait level 40, I have Hannibal with portrait level 32 with some of the good setup. Even though I have more troops number, and I didn't do anything versus Holy Loki. And after that, I faced Holy Loki with my Lightning March, and I lost. And here, guys, I even lost. I even won versus my Fire March, but I lost inside. Why? Because my Fire March was like half defeated. We can see how many confuse or how many CC Loki made. He made like 36 seconds of crowd control, because this high chance was because Loki confuse was doubled by the Blade Vortex. Yeah, I forgot the skill name. I want to show you the skill here. Here, as you can see, Charles died versus my mixed march, and the only Immortals existed was Alexander, Loki, and Theodore. Even though they managed to kill almost my Fire March. And when I saw Loki confuse, I was so confused, to be honest. Loki made 48 seconds confuse. So he made me confuse. You got it. Let's check the replay and see how much Loki affected my Fire March. My Fire March killed each other. My Hippolyta kept hitting Trajan, while Trajan kept hitting Hippolyta. We can just fast forward things, and you can see the confused stats icons in front of my Immortals, and how just 40% of troops, as you can see here, Alexander died in the early game. Only Theodora and Loki existed. So Loki didn't need Charles, didn't need Alexander, but with these Immortals, with the Earth Dragon, Loki, guys, can be a monster, a living monster. As you can see, he make all my troops confused. And here, Cyan Duke is hitting my march. Cyrus is lowering the resilience rate of my march, and also Hippolyta is hitting my march. Trajan is hitting my march and providing crit rate for Loki. Guys, Loki just make me lose 50% of my troops, while he was only 30% of the troops. And I lost to Aruha several times because of this. I also wanted to make a video about Earth Loki, but this video should be like a little earlier than this, because this Earth Loki was a super familiar in my server and in lots of servers. We have also Last Dragon. I can't find Last Dragon here. Maybe he is using the boss's build, because I can't find him in the high STBs. Last Dragon was here. Wait, he didn't leave, because I believe he just came. Yeah, Last Dragon is one of the great players here. He was using Charles next to Alexander and Loki Zenobia. Instead of Haruha was using Theodora next to Loki, but I prefer using Zenobia for now, if you are not going to use Athena. Why? Because Zenobia is going to provide healing while having 10% more HP bonus for your Immortals. This is going to affect Charles because Charles is going to cast lots of shields depending on his HP. But Athena is going, to provide some physical protection. So if you have Theodora, you will heal a lot. Theodora plus Athena. But if you are going to use Charles, I prefer using Zenobia. Alexander as well is using some attack skills, even though I prefer using Blade of Vortex instead of maybe Wind Rage. Maybe you can keep Toxin Barrier. This Athena is just 4 stars, but she can provide some damage from her ultimate skill. Sorry, some protection from her ultimate skill, even though I like Athena while 4 stars better. Here, as you can see, battle stance on Loki. You can build Loki as the following strategy: Charles, Alexander, Loki, and Zenobia. Provide some healing skills, purification, vitality touch on Zenobia. You can also use Berserk Spring of Life on Charles. Blade of Vortex is a must when you are going to use Loki, not lose, or you are going to lose the extra 25% chance on Loki Confuse. So for not being confused, guys, this is how I am being lost in the arena, and this is how I'm being defeated several times by players that I used to win over them. I'm preparing a surprise after 2 or 3 months, so I will keep losing for a little longer, and I'm going to win after 3 months because I am having a backup strategy. And that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed with me this Earth March with Loki that is defeating me myself, and see you soon.